Hey guys, welcome back to the Book Nook Corner. It's Courtney. So I've never done one of these videos and I've always wanted to, and I keep putting it off, and I just decided that this was going to be the month that I did the TBR jar chooses my November TBR video. Sorry that the right side of my face is in shadow. We are working on the lighting situation like I've mentioned. I did get my cute little skeleton mug, so we are going to pretend this is my jar. And I put 15 of my favorite prompts. I found a list on the computer and I chose 15 of my favorite ones and put in this jar. So I did mix them all together. They're little tabs, they're like sticky tabs, so they're all kind of like stuck together. So we're just gonna mix this up. I am going to pick, I think, 6-ish books or so. We might move all around the house, have bookshelves and different places that I have books of ones that will work for these prompts, like literally all over the place. So it's gonna be a little adventure throughout my house today, us moving around to all the different bookshelves to find books that will fit said prompts. So like I said, we're gonna pick 6 books for my November TBR. There are quite a few others. I think there's 2 or 3 more that I am reading with friends, buddy reading, or just ones I personally want to finish. So I will add in those as well. Let's go ahead and pick our first prompt. I'm excited. I've never done this before. This is super cool. Oh, we're stuck to another one. I don't want to see what said other one is. Oh, cool. Okay, I was hoping I would get this one. It is a book with less than 300 pages. I think I have a couple in mind. So actually, I think I know exactly what book I'm going to pick for this. And the title, the book is Thrum. It is currently on Kindle Unlimited. Here is the description. I think that this just sounds super cool. It's different in a lot of ways from something that I would normally read. I did find it via Bookstagram. One of the friends that I follow on there, she had read it and loved it. I believe it's only like 122 pages. It might even be like 200-ish. It is more like novella length, so perfect. It is a sci-fi fantasy, I believe, sci-fi kind of space opera romance, all kinds of cool stuff going on, and I was just taken with the cover. I thought the cover was super interesting, and so yeah, I'm excited to read this one. Let's pick our second prompt. They keep like sticking. I can tell that they're like sticking together. Oh, yep, 2 stuck together. Okay, can't look. Oh, what the second one is. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so a book with a title you love. That is gonna be interesting because like there's a lot of ones that I love. Let's go shopping in my bookshelf out there. Let's go. So clearly we have lots to choose from, right? And I really honestly think that one, I have been meaning to get to this series for a long time, like this author's books. These are on my radar right now. Also, this one, Wildwood Magic, just sounds so cute. That's been on my radar. This Reign of Shadows and Endings is on my radar. Pretty much this entire shelf is on my radar, especially this one, and this one. So those 2. And then Fear the Flames. Also The Dagger and the Flame. So this one, let's go back and read the description. So this one I got from Book of the Month for October, and it has just stuck in my head. I cannot get it out. I want to read it so bad. It just sounds so interesting. I loved Twin Crowns from this author, so I'm going to read you the description, if that's okay. Because actually, let's rewind. I haven't read it yet, so I actually have no clue what this is even about. Even though I keep saying I love it and want to read it, I don't even know what it's about. So we're experiencing this for the first time together, okay?
In the dark underbelly of a beautiful city, 2 rival gang members are pitted against each other in a deadly game of duty and revenge in which the most dangerous mistake is falling in love. In Phantom, a kingdom of cobbled streets, flickering lamplight, beautiful buildings, and secret catacombs, shade magic is a scarce and deadly commodity controlled by 2 enemy guilds, the Cloaks and the Daggers, the Thieves and the Assassins. On the night of her mother's murder, 17-year-old Seraphine runs for her life, seeking sanctuary with the Cloaks. Sarah is set on revenge. But are her secret abilities a match for the dark-haired boy whose quicksilver eyes follow her around the city? Nothing can prepare Sarah for the moment she finally comes face to face with Ransom, heir to the Order of Daggers, and Ransom is shocked to discover that this unassuming farm girl wields a strange and blazing magic he has never seen before. As the cloaks and the daggers grapple for control of Phantom's underworld, Sarah and Ransom are consumed by the push and pull of their magic, and the deadly spark and terrible vengeance that keeps drawing them back together.
I am so sold. I'm so sold.
Okay, this is on my November TBR. One and done. Next, prompty. What have we here? Ooh, okay. Well, this could kind of go for the one I just pulled. A book you think you'll rate 5 stars. This is kind of a hard one because there's quite a lot of books that I would like to get to, but I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Ow, I just ran over my toe with my chair. Oh my god. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Okay, let me take you with me. Let me take you with me. Back to my shelf out here. So I have quite a few on here. Like these two I have a good feeling about. This one I have a good feeling about. Dragon Rider I have a good feeling about. Also Never Keep by the Zodiac Academy sisters. And then the second Spark of the Everflame book. So this one I think is the one that I'm gonna pick, Spark of the Everflame. Well, it's called Glow of the Everflame, just for the fact that I want to continue the series. I don't really know if I want to start a brand new one quite yet. For my third book and third prompt, I did pick Glow of the Everflame, which is the second book in the Kindred's Curse saga by Penn Cole. I read the first one, which was Spark of the Everflame, and absolutely loved it. I read it on my Kindle. I do also have the paperback, and I just loved that book. I remember exactly what the ending was. I read it quite a few months ago, like I think like end of spring, beginning of summer. I can still picture very vividly the end of that book because it was quite like a shocker. Like I just remember being like, what? So like I have been wanting to pick this up for so long. So this is my third book. I feel like I'm picking these pretty quick, but like they're just that sticking in my head. Okay. Fourth prompt. Ooh, okay. So, whoops, a book with 2 words or less in the title. So a book with a title with 2 words or less, which I think is going to be somewhat tricky, but this is going to kind of open things up a little bit more, I think, because I'm looking over at my other little TBR cart here, and there was a book on there I really wanted to read, but it starts with the, so it's technically 3 words, which kind of sucks. All right, so let's go look around at shelves. I think I'm going to take you downstairs and look at my other TBR cart, which is kind of more one that I really, really want to get to. So let's go downstairs. Oh my gosh, her so cute. Her so cute. Yeah, her name's Willow. And her's my baby girl. Okay, sorry, distractions. Okay, so here is, don't mind all the shenanigans. So here is my TBR cart, priority TBR cart. I've done a video on this, and this is something, okay, so 2 words or less. There are lots of books here that I'm trying to finish. This is a reread. I could finish that one. Some of these I've started, as you guys can see. So 2 words or less, like it has the. Why does the always screw us up? The Storyteller. So would Storyteller be considered 1 word? I would assume. The Last Legacy, that's 3rd. Okay, so Daughter of Smoke and Bone, that's clearly more than 1 word. And Ember in the Ashes, way more than 2 words. Destroy the Day, more than 2 words. Curious Tides, A Tempest of Tea. Okay, but the is gonna screw us up. Curious Tides is 1. I do want to somehow put these on my list. These 2 right here. And this one. So I think this might actually be what I pick for the prompt, since this is considered 1 word, and even if it wasn't, it would only be 2. All right, the 4th book that I picked for the prompt of 2 words or less in the title is going to be Lightbringer by Claire Legrand. I read Furyborn and Kingsbane no joke, probably 2 years ago. I am, per this bookmark, 150 pages in. I still do remember what happened just because I like know the characters and everything so well. So we're definitely picking this one for that prompt because I really need to start adding books that I have not read yet from that TBR, from those 2 priority TBR carts into my monthly TBRs, because it's just out of control. And they're all books that I want to read, like really bad, you know, or that I want to finish. I've started a lot of them. You guys know this if you watched my organization video of that. So anyway, this is the 4th prompt pick. All right, 5th prompt. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh my God, I'm going to get my hands stuck. It literally almost got stuck. Oh, stuck on multiples. Okay, what do we have? A book with no people on the cover. A book with no people on the cover. Trying to think here. I have a couple right here that I'm really wanting to read. Okay, so I want to finish A Crown of Gilded Bones, A Light in the Flame. I've been reading these series together. That's just how I work, okay? Just bear with me here. So those are on my list. A Soul of Ash and Blood, which I heard is just From Blood and Ash in whatever his name is, point of view. What's his name? Prince Cassian, whatever his name is. It's basically just a repeat of the first book. So I have literally been reading these for, no joke, probably a year. So I need to just finish these. And then also another option is the book, one of the 2 books that we picked for my autumn read along, which was September, October, November in my Discord book club. And that was When the Moon Hatched. So I do actually need to read this in November. I'm just a little scared because it literally has 700 pages. So I'm not going to read the descriptions of the other 3 I just showed you, but this one I will read to you in case you have been under a rock and have no idea about this book or have never heard about it. The description is:
as an assassin for the rebellion group Fear Duath, Rave's job is to complete orders and never get caught. When a rival bounty hunter turns her world upside down, blood spills, hearts break, and Rave finds herself imprisoned by the Guild of Nobles, a group of powerful fae who turn her into a political statement. Crushed by the loss of his great love, Khan Vegor took the head of a king and donned his melted crown. Now, on a tireless quest to quell the never-ebbing ache in his chest, a clue lures him into the capital's high-security prison, where he stumbles upon the imprisoned Rave. Echoes of the past race between them. There's more to their story than meets the eye, but some truths are too poisonous to swallow.
But yeah, so there's this. And I honestly haven't really read the description of this. I think I'm going to pick this one just because it's one that I really need to get read. So why not kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Okay, 6th and last prompt, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6th and last prompt here. Ooh, okay, a book with orange on the cover. Okay, a book with orange on the cover. There's books in in my TBR card over here that I keep looking at because it's one that I like really want to get to. I'm trying to see if any of the 3 I just showed you have orange. Okay, let's go look. So we have one of my carts here that I just recently did in one of my videos, if you guys pay attention. So we have all of these. Oh my gosh, so much for reading books that like I need to finish, right? I'm sure if I went down on my priority one. But anyways, I'm trying to get these read, this series here, which I really am excited about. So let's look at book number 1, which is The Iron King. So I don't see orange, but I see gold. I don't think that counts though. So let's go back downstairs and look at my priority TBR cart and see if we find anything with orange. No orange. Okay, no, nothing there. What about, okay, so hold up. This one, no, not really. That's kind of more just like gold. There's a little bit of orange in there. Okay. There's definitely kind of goldy orange there. I think what I'm actually going to pick though is this one. For sure, orangey vibes. I just want to finish this series so bad. Let's see what page I'm on. Oh wow, I'm on page 187. So let's add this to the TBR and just finish this. If you have not read this series, the first book is Defy the Night. I read, obviously, Defend the Dawn. This is the third and final one, Destroy the Day. Amazing. This series is so good. I love it. Okay, so we have our November TBR picked out. There is basically 7, 8, like 10, 11 books for my November TBR. We picked 6 today. I already had quite a few that other ones that I have to read. So let's go through the prompts from the TBR jar first. We'll go most recent to last, like to the first. So last to first that I picked, if that makes sense. So that would be book with orange on the cover. I did pick Destroy the Day by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the last book in the Defy the Night series. I absolutely adore, all caps, this series so far, and the characters. I just love this story. The main characters, like the two, you know, the main male character and the main female character, I just genuinely like adore them both. Like, I cannot wait to see the end of this. Like I said, I'm already like 160 pages in. Ew, there's a nice little hair on there sticking off. So I just need to finish this. And I know that a lot of these books are going to kind of be ones that are like in the middle of series. A couple of them aren't, but most of them are. But that's just because like that's what I'm reading and that's what I need to finish, and I'm tired of putting them off and reading all these new books. And like, so I need to kind of just like focus more on series and books that I need to continue and finish and get through and whatever. So excited for this one. The next prompt was a book with no people on the cover. I did pick When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker for this one. This was part of my autumn read along within one of my Discord book clubs. If you would like to join said book clubs, go check out my description below. The link is there for the Discord. And yeah, so this was one of our picks. We had September, October, November to read it. I did not, didn't get through this in October or September. So here we are. I got through the other one, finished the other book that we picked because we tied with 2. So I do need to get through this for November, or at least try to partially get through it for November. The next prompt was a book with a title with 2 words or less. So I did pick Lightbringer by Claire Legrand. You could count this as 1 word or 2 words, I guess. It's obviously written as 1, so it works either way. And this is a series for Furyborn and Kingsbane. Here is the other series, or the rest of the series on the back. This is just a trilogy, so this is the last book. This came out a couple years ago. I read Furyborn and Kingsbane quite a few years ago, so I just need to finish this. I love these worlds and the characters. It's amazing. The next prompt is a book you think that you will rate 5 stars. So my pick for that was Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This is the second book in the Kindred's Curse saga. I loved, we kind of already went over this, but I loved Spark of the Everflame. I do also have this on my Kindle checked out in Kindle Unlimited. This whole series is still on Kindle Unlimited, but I just wanted to get these indie published covers and editions before she got traditionally published, which I believe she now has. I did see it as a hardcover with a new cover at Walmart the other day. So anyways, excited to get to this one. I'm trying to be better now and for 2025 to continue series before I jump into brand new books all the time. Like, try to limit what I read in a month of brand new and try to continue and finish series instead. So that is why I'm picking this up. That's the main reason behind that. And it fit the prompt as well. The next prompt is a book with a title that you love. This one just screamed out to me, if you guys watched my little, tidbit there while I was picking it. And that is The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle. I love this cover. I'm not a huge fan of the colors in it per se. I don't really like red and orange, especially together, but like, I get it. I get why it's that color. This is kind of giving me like Six of Crows vibes, which I think is cool. So just even the description that I read to you guys is kind of Six of Crows as well. It sounds so good. Like, I hadn't actually read the description and really knew at all what it was about until I read it with you. And like, once reading it, I'm like, I almost started it last month and then I just had to finish what I was already reading. But like, yeah, no, it's, I wasn't gonna read it. And then I thought, you know what? Oh my God, sounds so amazing. We're reading it for November. The last prompt is a book with less than 300 pages, and like I said, I did pick Thrum. I forget the author's name, but I'll obviously pop the picture somewhere over here. This is more novella size. I think it's under 200 pages. It is kind of a sci-fi space opera type of situation. I believe it's like fantasy, but it sounds really good, really interesting. I know quite a few people that I trust their judgment have read it and loved it, so I'm excited about this one. So lastly, as I showed you before, I do also want to continue these two. So I'm not that far into them. I would like to continue these. I may not finish them, but I at least want to read like a couple chapters here and there, get at least a little bit further. I'm super excited about this TBR. I hope I maybe gave you some recommendations and ideas for your TBR that you haven't seen. Let me know in the comments down below what you plan on reading for November. Don't forget to go down and check out all my links for my Bookstagram and my Discord book clubs. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!